I always like to say that when, I'm looking for you, I'm only going to find you in one of two places. I'm going to find you here with me, or I'm going to find you up in your head, running through the woods of your thoughts. Only two places you can be. And for most people, they spend 99.9% of their time running through the thoughts in their head. And every once in a while, accidentally, they come into presence. Someone cuts them off on the highway, something unexpected happens, and they're present. And then they're right back in their head. In the conceptual, storyfied world, that's in your mind. That's complete fictional pretend. And this is the hardest part for me to describe, because we're born into this world, and we're kind of blindfolded, and the blindfold comes off, and we get, programmed in this world in our own minds that we think really exists. But it doesn't. it doesn't. It's only a story in your head. How do I know that? Because the story changes. Even the story of yourself. Are you the same person that you thought you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Which one are you? You're not even the one you think you are now. You're not even that one. There is no Tom Notarianni. I say that. And everyone thinks, oh, that's so esoteric, and there's nothing esoteric about that. I didn't come here Tom Notarianni. Plain and simple. Plain as a nose on your face. Nothing to believe, nothing to understand. All you do is take a look at it. I was born here, and then someone pointed at me and said, you're Tom Notarianni. That's when I became Tom Notarianni. And Tom Notarianni, you're a good boy if you do this, a bad boy if you do that, live life this way, not that way, do this, don't do that. Tom Notarianni became a concept, became an idea, just like a tree or a fish or whatever. And that idea that lives in my head that I've been believing to be me is not me. I am the one that is aware of the story or the concept Tom Notarianni. But I am not Tom Notarianni. There's no such thing as a Tom Notarianni. Or a Wednesday. Or 8:30. These are all just concepts, ideas in your mind. When you suffer in your mind, you're just suffering your concepts and your ideas and your mental formations. That's it. It's not life. If it was life, then we'd all be suffering the same thing. But we clearly don't. You suffer what you suffer, I suffer what I suffer, you suffer what you suffer. They're not the same thing. So it's clearly subjective. And this is all very good news, by the way. Because now you have say in the matter. Now, you will really, I don't want to set you up for this, but it's likely that you will struggle to let go of your stories because you're identified with them. They say if you seek enlightenment, be prepared to sweat white beads. Why? Because I'm just taking a hatchet to everything that you believe to be real. And your mind and your ego is not going to like that. But I am just doing a hatchet job on everything that you thought to be real, including you. I just proved to you in 30 seconds that the you think you are doesn't exist. It only exists in your mind. And who you think you are and who I think you are two different things. And who she thinks you are is completely different too. Which the hell one are you? Who cares? None of it matters. All of this mental formation, all of this psychological formation is what we suffer.